Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool channel. Today we're just going to do a comparison between outlet testers. I have two outlet testers from KLEIN Tools, and I have two outlet testers from Ideal Industries. Now, these two from Ideal Industries been on the market for years, and these two from KLEIN just recently came out. I know this one just recently came out. First I've seen it a couple of days ago when I made the purchase. I bought this, and this one recently came out, I guess, a few months ago as well. And so we're just going to do a comparison between the two and see which one that has the most features and which one that I would rather work with. And which one and so let's just start off with the KLEIN. This is on your far left. Now, the reason why I bought this KLEIN, I wouldn't have bought it, but I bought it because I was using this one day, and I was doing an experiment on AFCI receptacle, and I was trying to test it. And this device here is rated for 30 milliamps. And I suppose the receptacle, I didn't have the paperwork on it, maybe rated for 50 milliamps. And it tripped it the first time, and the second time it was trying to and didn't. So I seen somewhere online where KLEIN had one, and that would trip a 50 milliamp or something, a tester receptacle. And it was this one right here, the KLEIN RT 310. And this one is a 61 Ideal SureTest 61-165. Well, anyway, and this one did trip the receptacle that this one only tripped it once, and it continued to trip it, with no problem. Now, so do I bought this one as a backup, because I do a lot of side work. I do a lot of I have to go out. I don't do installations all the time. When things get slow, I go out and create jobs, and that's what I use these for. Service call. I go into someone's house and I talk to them about, while I'm there doing a job already, and these make me extra money using these tools. Something may be wrong, wired wrong, or whatever, and I can show it to them, and that's extra money down the line. But anyway. So that's what made me purchase this one. Now, do this one have all the features that this one do? No. In fact, this one just have it doesn't, as you see, it doesn't have a LCD display. You just have the lights, and I'm not a big fan of those lights. I'm not. I like to see what I'm reading. I like to see numbers or words or something. I don't like to see lights being lit up. Well, anyway, it tells you. Correct wiring. It does open ground, open neutral, open hot, hot ground reverse, and hot neutral reverse. It tests for AFCI and GFCI at 30 milliamps. Now, and it also has a little light at the bottom down here to let you know if the circuit is energized or not. Energized right here, this light will come on. Not energized, this light will come on. And that's basically all it does. And it doesn't. When you're using it now, and I have a little setup over here that I'll plug in the morning, and plug in the moment, and let you see what I'm talking about. And it does it. Now, on the other hand, this one, this plug don't go in here. This is something that I bought because sometime, this is the original plug that goes with this. This plug, goes with this. But I don't like using it all the time. I like to just have it like this. I bought this plug here to go in the wall when I use it. I'm using one hand. So, but anyway, so I just got that right here. But this is the original plug, original cord that goes to this one. Now, on the other hand, this one has a lot of features too. But what I like also, it has the LCD readout right here, and no, it's an OLED OLED display on this one. But anyway, you can still see whatever you're testing, and I'll show you that in a minute too. But this one has a lot of features in it, and I'm just call some of the features out to you now. Hold on, let me. I have what all it has. Now, this one has um, it measures voltage drop, voltage, hot, neutral, ground, conductor impedances, identifies proper wiring in three wire receptacles, identifies fault bootleg grounds, tests GFIs for proper operation, tests AFCIs for proper operation, check for shared neutrals that lead to AFCI nuisance tripping, identifies dedicated circuits, and also it does is that what voltage measurement, voltage drop, wiring verification, we already said that. GFI testing, we said that. Impedance, shared neutral, GFCI testing, and let me see. It also checks for isolated grounds. If you're working in healthcare, isolated ground is very important when you're working around those machines that's inside of a hospital. Isolated ground is very important. This device works for that too, and these are some of the adapters that go with that. And it also shared for there's a proper ground adapter as well. So, and these are the adapters that go. So this one here does a lot more than this does here. And even though it wasn't able to continue to trip that 50 milliamp AFCI receptacle, I mean it works fine. I still use this a lot. Now would it trip a 30 milliamp AFCI receptacle all day long, no problem. A GFCI receptacle all day long. I don't have any other problems with this device. I like this device a whole lot. Now, put this on the side right here. This is KLEIN's newest right here. Now, the only thing turn it on for you for a second. The only thing this does, this is just one of those regular little devices that you plug in the walls, the GFCI testers. I would say this is one on steroids. And what I mean by steroids is give you the LCD display. It have a few little readouts. It tells you, as a matter of fact, let me just read and tell you what it does. Let me give you an idea what it do. All right, it does voltage. It does GFCI trip time. It gives you that in seconds. Wiring fault indicators, GFCI mode indicator, hold mode indicator, low battery indicator, hazardous voltage indicator, and correct wiring indicator. Okay, it does a lot. It's one of those little, like I said, it's those little ones that everybody have in their drawer that you plug in the wall and press the button on the top. It's one like that, but except it's on steroids, and it has the open screen and give you a little the LCD reading. And I think it's a real nice little tube. Now, coming back to this, going to this one. This is from Ideal Industries also. This is a voltage performance monitor. This does kind of what this does here, but this goes a little bit deeper. This is a data logging in real time performance monitor on your receptacle. You plug it in. If you're having spikes, surges, or anything like that, this will record it, and it will tell you what time it did it and everything. So you can go back and look at this. When did it happen? And so on and so forth. Now, it's not Bluetooth or anything like that. It just comes out on the screen, and it tells you everything. And I'll show you that too, and I'll plug it up in a second. So, excuse me. So, now I think KLEIN would have gave these two gave this a half a chance for us, like comparing the two, if they would have took this LCD and they would have put it in here, in there, and it would have been a comparison for this, because this, then it would have did almost everything this one would have did, but instead they separated the two. Now, will they do it down the line after seeing this video they made? But that would have been this one. would have been this, but they didn't do it. So I'm gonna tell you which one that I like at the end of the video, but I want to do some little knot test, but I just want to show you just how they all look when you light them up. Now, I mean when they light up. And I didn't tell you everything this thing do. Let me just call out a few of those things right here. It checks for sags, swells, impulses, and total harmonic distortion. That's what it tell you. That's on your branch circuit. And it also give you the time, like I said, real time that it happened. And I'm talking about this one. Give you real time that it happened. And let me see what else it does. Yeah, it logs it. Yeah, it give you the voltage as well as the hertz, displays the hertz, and we'll go through all that in a second. So, hertz and let me see what else. Make sure I got everything. It does a lot. You know, if you ask me, ideal tools are. I'm not saying KLEIN tools are not for the professional. You know, they're not. I'm not saying that. But these tools here, we'll talk about that later. Let me just get into plugging this in, and then we'll talk about that. Okay. Now remember, this is an AFCI receptacle right here. This won't trip it. This may trip it once, but this is going to trip it all the time. And I just want to show you what this does when I plug it in, okay? So let me bring this closer, and I'll do the KLEIN first. All right. So this receptacle, the way I have it wired, is AFCI protected. So even though whatever, it don't matter if I put it on this side or that receptacle, it's gonna trip. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let me turn it on. Wait a minute, it may not be plugged in all the way. I think it's tripped. Oh, it's tripped. Ah, guess what? I thought I had batteries in it. I don't. Hold on a minute. I thought I had the batteries in this morning. Okay, let me get some batteries to put in. AAA. All right, I hope I have some AAA batteries. I hope I have some. How many? I need 3. Luckily, I have 3. Because I normally have double A's a lot, so. All right. Need some more AAA. I don't like, I normally use rechargeable batteries, so these are batteries that just come out of these things. These are instruments when you first buy them. But I've learned got smart, y'all, start buying rechargeable. But anyway, turn it on. And that's how I look when you first turn it on. Okay. It should trip it. It gives you saying that it's correct. The wiring is correct. And now I'm gonna trip the AFCI. Okay, so I tripped it. All right, so let me just show you what this one would do. By ideal. First, I'm gonna show you all of the little functions that. This is how it looks when it comes on. And you scroll down, which is correct wiring. 124 volts. Hot to neutral, 124. Voltage drop 6, that's a lot. Okay. 15 amp circuit. Voltage load 116. There you go. Impedance 29. Let's go back to here. Now, like I say, it won't trip this GFI, shouldn't, because this is an AFCI circuit. So this should go off in a minute. I'm gonna do the AFCI. It may trip it the first time. It didn't. Oh, it did. It did. It did trip the first time. Okay. So now I wasn't holding the button long enough. Okay. So it tripped at that time. So now if I try it again, which I was telling you, it may not trip it because it did it once. Now remember, in order to trip this, it has to get heated up in the inside, does some kind of, whatever it does, and it heats up in order to trip an AFCI receptacle. I'm gonna plug it in this one, and I'm gonna see if it trips it again. It didn't before. See? Don't want to trip it. Yeah, it's not tripping it. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why I purchased this one. But because this one, I may run across a receptacle that may be rated for 50 amps, and I don't know. And you know, and I can't trip it with this one. I have no kind of, and so that's why I bought this one as a backup. Now I'll put these on the side. This one right here is the monitor I was telling you about. Turn it on. Okay. It lets me know that it's hot. You see what it says? I got 0 swells, sag, 0 impulses. Impulses. And THD is total harmonic distortion. Give me the volts to 124 volts, 60 hertz, 60 point, and that's the 2.4%. Now it also has the time and date. I don't have it set on here, you know, but I can set it. You can set it to record that. Now I'm gonna scroll down a minute. Let's go ahead. I'm sorry to turn it upside down. Let me go another way. Enter. Oh no, I don't have anything. I don't have anything recorded right now for me to scroll down. So that's what it do. So anyway, you just plug it in the wall and it records. If you've been having trouble with that branch circuit, you plug this in the wall, and whatever time that it took place, you know, you come back and you'll check it, and you'll have it recorded on here. Now, I think this is a hell of a tool. You know, I don't think Ideal makes this anymore, but I was lucky to find one, and I hurried up and purchased it. Because you don't find instruments like this no more. It's the, you know, this when Ideal Industries was Ideal Industries. I don't know what's going on with them now. They haven't been putting out too much of anything lately. So, but, you know, this when, you know, they were really on the market. But this was a top-notch tool. This would have been a one hell of a tool if it had Bluetooth. And you could download this information onto your computer and what have you. But anyway, that's another story. So if you guys would have wanted to run into one of these things, you better jump on it and grab it and take care of it, because you know you can't find them like talking about it. Now, anyway, move that out of the way. Get this. Now, back to what I was saying about these devices. Now, I like the stuff that KLEIN been putting out. You know, I like it, but I have to be honest. It's when I first started out in the electrical trade years ago, almost 25 years ago, 25 plus years ago to be exact. The only, when I first got into it, the only names you heard were Klein, Greenlee, Ideal, Gartner and Bender every now and then, things like that, Gartner and Bender. But in school, I only you heard about like these mainly, those four names. I don't hear much about Ideal anymore, too much more on the market. Ideal, you better do something. Better come out with something new. Yeah, but Klein, Klein's still relevant. They're still putting out stuff. But I was asking myself, me and one of my viewers was, he made a comment. Now he posted a comment to me, sent a comment to me that I was thinking already. How much of all the stuff that Klein putting out, all these little gadget tools, how much of it is really useful to me? A lot of people may run out and buy this, they may not, but I don't know which one I would prefer out of these, out of all the ones you're looking at right here to use on a daily basis. I would have to say I'll go with the Ideal. Give me the Ideal, and I'm good out of these and the Kleins. Give me the Ideal. Ideal, this is more for, again, I go back to saying, I'm not saying that the people who use Klein are not professional. No, you're professional, I'm just saying that our Ideal tools, their test tools, is like made more for a serious electrician. I guess that's the word to use. The professional. Not, this is more like, I guess, for a do-it-yourselfer. Homeowners and things like this. Compared to this is more like professional. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. These are more for like the do-it-yourselfers, homeowners. These are more for the professional use. And I like the Ideal, so I would choose the Ideal over these out of this bunch right there, out of these two. Now, this video is over, so I want to thank you guys for letting me take up your time. And if you have a comment concerning anything I said, just leave your comment, and we'll talk about it. I'll leave some links at the bottom for both of these manufacturers. And again, I'll just show you what model number this is. This is the Klein Tools RT310 FCI, GFCI outlet tester. If you want that one. This one has been discontinued, but you may find it on eBay or Amazon. This is a SureTest Ideal. So a SureTest brand, SureTest circuit analyzer. The model number is 61-165 by Ideal Industries. This may be a real hard one to find, but if I was you, I'll grab it. This is by Ideal SureTest also. This is a voltage performance monitor. The model number is 61-830. And this one is by Klein Tools. This is the model number RT250, the GFCI outlet tester. So, man, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching and for watching my past videos. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, share this video. That helps the channel grow. And you guys take care and peace out.